Guys, the Bluetooth speaker market is ridiculously crowded, but there is, quite literally, light at the end of the tunnel. I'm Mr. Who's the Boss, and this is the Aurabox. The Aurabox by company Divoom costs around $60, which places it at quite an interesting position in the Bluetooth speaker market, because you tend to have the entry-level ones at around $30–40 and then the high-end ones at about $100 to $200. The first thing you're going to notice is that they've absolutely nailed the packaging. It looks and feels pretty fantastic. And literally from the first time you press that on button on the speaker, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. This is a really unique product. So to begin with, the front of it is covered in 100 different LEDs, each capable of producing a whole multitude of different colours. And you're probably thinking, yeah, well, I've seen this before. There's actually quite a few speakers which light up in time with the music. And while that may be true, Divoom has taken it 1, 2, maybe 10 steps further. To begin with, there's a clock. Pretty basic, but it's actually quite useful. However, this also has a built-in thermometer, so it measures the ambient temperature in the room, and it's surprisingly accurate. There's also 4 buttons on the top and a built-in microphone, so you can have hands-free calling on Skype or just mobile. But while the construction is strong and the Aurabox is surrounded by quite a nice feeling matte finish, it does attract a ridiculous amount of fingerprints which are hard to clean off, as well as quite a lot of dust, which is particularly obvious on this kind of surface. Now while it may sound strange, the speaker is effectively on the back of the speaker. Due to the way the Aurabox is designed, you have the LED at the front and then the backfiring speaker, which we've obviously seen quite a lot on phones, and we've noticed it to have a bit of an impact on sound quality, but I've never actually seen it on a Bluetooth speaker for obvious reasons. So let's find out what it sounds like in the sound test. To make a long story short, really good. But if you want the long story, let's begin. The Aurabox basically has a single speaker, which is actually quite surprising of something of this price range. You would expect maybe 2 or 3. Having said that, it's a large 3-inch driver with 5 watts of total output, which is not really spectacular. It's reasonably loud, not exactly the loudest I've heard, but the sound it produces is really rich. It's got a decent amount of treble, a decent amount of mid, and then a huge layer of bass slapped on top. Detail is by no means lacking, but you're not exactly enveloped by it, and the fact that the speaker is on the back just means that you lose a bit of the sharpness of the treble. Having said that though, its unusually large driver does mean it can produce more sound than you'd expect from something this small. So yeah, this is not a replacement for someone seeking a hi-fi audio setup, but it's seriously cool. It also has an app. So to begin with, this app has a light mode, different ways to control the lights. You could make them show the temperature in the room, degrees or Fahrenheit. You could make it show different colours of the rainbow in some sort of random trippy assortment. Or you could just, plain and simple, make it tell the time. But it gets better. Divoom have made sure that these LEDs do not go to waste. You can actually program them. So you're basically given a set of 8 frames, and within those you can draw 8 different pictures, and it's amazing the amount of creativity you can put into this. You could spend hours just drawing out little shapes. For example, you could make a plant which grows in each frame, or you could make a snake that moves alongside. Here you can see my rather lame attempt at some artwork, but you get the idea. And then there's the gallery with absolutely tons of pre-made animations, everything from Brick Breaker to Super Mario, and they're great. The only thing I'd say is I wish they went a little bit faster. On maximum speed, it's still a little bit too slow for me, but you know what, it's pretty enjoyable to look at. Also inside the app is a sleep and alarm features, and while the speaker won't exactly shake your house down, it'll definitely wake you up. Another cool thing is that when paired to your Bluetooth device, you can also program it to show various different things when things happen. So you get a Facebook notification, the speaker will bleep with a Facebook icon. I have to say, I kinda like it. The main sticking point, and this isn't exactly a huge issue, is the battery life. Now, while it's stated to have up to 6 hours of playback time, that would be with the LED display off. And if you're going around with all these flashy lights, it tends to last closer to 3 hours, which is definitely below average. Having said that though, it's not disastrous, and considering the price you pay, you actually get some very good sound here. It's probably not going to be mistaken for a $200 speaker set, but it does sound better than what I'd consider entry level, and that's without even considering the huge amount of extra features it has. The creativity take is quite unusual, and blending LED lights, drawing and a speaker was really quite refreshing. It works, it's interesting, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Thanks a lot for watching guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.